Okay, thank you, sir, for introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you for letting me know. And welcome for today's session. It is on the mathematical and statistical operation with arrays. Okay, so we will see some manipulation with arrays, how we can create the vectors in MATLAB. So this will be the session is regarding that how we can do some operation in MATLAB only, right? So, as you know that my name is Dheeraj. I work as an application engineering team for MATLAB in Design Tech System. So the agenda for today's session. So we'll first see the data types in MATLAB, and further we'll see that what is exactly array and what is the vectors mean. Okay. Then further we'll see the difference between the array and vectors. Again, it will come along with that the mathematical and statistical operation using some arrays, right? And how to use those arrays and vectors in MATLAB. So there are some the mathematical and statistical functions. It is inbuilt function in MATLAB. So how we can use to reduce our time to create the new algorithms, right? So further, we'll also see some apps, which is the GUI-based apps available in MATLAB, and how you can take help from that apps, and we can solve some arrays and vectors problem, right? So first is that array in MATLAB. So MATLAB is designed to carry out different advanced arrays in operations, so that have many application in science and engineering, right? So all we can say like all variables of all data types in MATLABs are, we can say, a multi-dimensional arrays, right? A vector is one dimensional array and matrix is a two-directional array, that we can say. Okay, so we have already discussed earlier that in two session that the vectors and matrices, we are now familiar with those things. Now, so in this chapter, or we can say in this session, we'll discuss multidimensional arrays and however we can create some different types of arrays, right? So you can see here some examples here. 3 minus 2 raised to 4. So okay, and after if you write this command on this the command window of the MATLAB, so you will get this answer, right? So it will by default MATLAB will create a variable. It is called ANS. Okay, so for example, if you type the 3 minus 2 raised to 4, so MATLAB will come up with the answer. So ANS will be the new variable for this with the results, right? This minus 13. Okay, and second example that we say, if you multiplied with that ANS variable with any value, also that we will get it into the new variables, right? So if you are not creating new variable, or if you are not giving any name to the variables, then MATLAB automatically gives you the default name, that is ANS, right? So the if you can say the result of the first calculation is labeled, we can say ANS. Okay, as I told you that MATLAB will create ANS variable for you by default, and it is used in the second calculation also. So you can use first you have to the create variables, then you can use that created variables for the calculations, right? So we can also solve some different types of mathematical operation or the equations in MATLAB, using some the symbolic math functions. Okay, so there are some examples that we can we'll see it further, that how values can be assigned to variables. Okay, so each variable, we would say that it should be assigned before the use of that variables, right?